खाटू वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे की जय।
Welcome back. So in Biala classes today we'll continue with exercise 11.2. In the previous video we had done up to question number 4. Now here is question number 5. It says in the figure if DE is parallel to BC and CD is parallel to EF, then prove that AD squared is equal to AB multiply AF. Now what is given to us? We are given a triangle here ABC in which DE, as you can see here, it is parallel to BC and the CD is parallel to EF. So these two line segments are parallel and these two are parallel to each other, and we have to prove that AD squared is equal to AB multiply AF. So given triangle ABC where DE is parallel to BC and CD parallel to EF, to prove AD squared is equal to AB multiply AF. Now let's move towards the proof of it. Now in proof, if you consider the triangle ABC, now if you consider the whole triangle ABC, you are given that DE is parallel to BC. This is a part of given here. So let us write down here given. Now in a triangle, if we draw one line parallel to the one of its side, then you remember the theorem, the Thales theorem, the basic proportionality theorem. Using it, what we have? That it divides the other two sides in the same ratio. So using it, AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. Let's take this as a first result, first equation, and it is by Thales theorem. Now similarly, if you see, if you consider the triangle ADC, if this triangle is taken, in this triangle FE or EF is parallel to CD. Also in triangle ADC, we are given that EF is parallel to CD. So again, by using the Thales theorem, the basic proportionality theorem, what we have? We have AF upon FD is equal to AE upon EC. So this is again by the Thales theorem, or you may write it as the by basic proportionality theorem. Now if you check out this is AE. Now if we check out the two equations which we have, the right hand side is the same ratio, that is AE upon AC. The right hand sides are equal, hence their left hand sides will also be equal. So we take here comparing the two equations from equation 1 and equation 2. We have, say, AD upon DB is equal to AF upon FD. So comparing these, the left hand sides are equal. Now this same ratio, we can write it as DB upon AD equals to FD upon AF. We have just taken the reciprocal of it, the reciprocal property. AD upon DB has been written as DB upon AD, and the same AF upon FD is written as FD upon AF. Now let's add 1 both sides. Just see what you get if you add 1 both the sides. It will be written as DB upon AD plus 1 is equal to FD upon AF plus 1. Now here, taking the LCM, you can add them. So if you add it, it is AD as the LCM, and here you get DB plus AD, and on the other side the LCM will be AF, and you have in the numerator as FD plus AF. Now what is DB plus AD? If you see the figure here, DB plus AD, if you add both, you get it as AB. So it is AB upon AD. And here FD plus AF. FD plus AF, if you add these two parts, you get it as AD. So it is AD upon AF. Now thus, if you just cross multiply the ratios, AD multiply AD gives you AD square. And on the other side, you will get AB multiply AF. So this is the result which we wanted to prove, that AD squared is equal to AB multiply AF, and we have it as the same. So this is the solution. This is the proof of question number 5. Now let's move to question number 6. Now this says here that in the figure, if EF is parallel to DC is parallel to AB, AB, EF and DC, these all three line segments, they are parallel to each other, then prove that AE upon ED is equal to BF upon FC. These parts, the ratio of AE and ED, the ratio of these two parts is same as the ratio of BF and FC. So this is what we have to prove here. So given and to prove, I have already written here. You can see here we need a construction to be done before proving it. That is join AC. You can join any of the diagonal, either AC or you may also join PD. So here I'll do it by joining AC. So if you just join AC, it will be like this, which intersects EF at a point. Let us name this point, say G. So join AC intersecting EF at G. Now let us have the proof of it. Now we need to prove that AE upon ED is equal to BF upon FC. So while joining AC, we get two triangles here. One is the triangle ADC. So let's take this triangle in triangle ADC. Now here we are given that EF is parallel to DC. If EF is parallel to DC, then part of EF, that is EG, will also be parallel to DC. So here in triangle ADC, EG is parallel to DC. Why it is parallel? Because EF is parallel to DC. This is given to us. So if EG is parallel to DC, then by using the basic proportionality theorem, what do we have? We have AE upon ED is equal to AG upon GC. This is by the basic proportionality theorem, or you can also call it as the Thales theorem. Similarly, you have one more triangle, that is triangle CBA. In triangle CBA, here again EF, it is also parallel to AB. It is given to us that EF and AB, they are also parallel. So if EF is parallel to AB, then GF will also be parallel to AB. So here in this triangle we have GF parallel to AB. And why is it so? Because EF is parallel to AB. Now here if you apply the Thales theorem, the basic proportionality theorem, then what do you have? You have here CG upon GA is equal to CF upon FB. CG upon GA is equal to CF upon FB. This is also by using the basic proportionality theorem. make sure that whichever the theorem, the property you are using it is written beside the step wherever you are using it. So here now we get Cg upon Ga equals to Cf upon Fp. If you want to compare these two, here you have Ag upon Gc, whereas here you have Cg upon Ga. It is just the reciprocal. So the same result can be written as Ga upon Cg is equal to Fb upon Cf. Taking the reciprocal, we can rewrite the same result like this. Or now this Ga, you can write it as Ag, and Cg you can write it as Gc. Similarly here, Fb you may write it as Bf, and Cf you may write it as Fc. Here we have done nothing, we have just rewritten the parts. Ga we have replaced it as Ag. So Ga and Ag, they are not different, they are the same. But just to make you feel relaxed, make you feel not confused with the result which we need, I have just made this. So here, now if you compare equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and equation 2, we have, see here now, AE upon ED is equal to AG upon GC, whereas AG upon GC, it is equal to BF upon FC. So one part is common in both the equations, so the other two parts, they will also be equal to each other. So it is AE upon ED is equal to BF upon FC. So here we prove the result which we needed to prove it. So this result is also proved. Similarly, now let's move to question number 7. Now question number 7 says, in a parallelogram ABCD, you are given ABCD as a parallelogram in which point P is situated on the side BC. You can see here the point P which is situated on side BC. If DP and AB are produced ahead, what is produced? DP and AB. Now these two line segments, they are produced ahead so that they meet at point L. So this is given to you, and we need to prove that dP upon PL is equal to DC upon BL, and DL upon DP is equal to AL upon DC. So let's begin with the proof. Now here we are given that ABCD is a parallelogram. This quadrilateral is a parallelogram, and because it is a parallelogram, the opposite sides, they are equal. So DC is equal to AB. Also DA is parallel to CB. The opposite sides in a parallelogram, they are not only equal, they are even parallel to each other. So here we are taking that DC is equal to AB. This is one result. And we also know that the opposite sides are parallel. So DA is parallel to BC. Now if DA is parallel to BC, then we can also say that PB is parallel to DA. If BC, that is CB and DA, the whole sides are parallel, then the part of it will also be parallel. Now taking this, in triangle LAD, using the basic proportionality theorem, you get LB upon BA is equal to LP upon PD. So this is there. And if you take the reciprocal of it, you may rewrite it. Thus you know the reason why it is so. It is by using the basic proportionality theorem or the Thales theorem. Taking the reciprocal, you will rewrite it as BA upon LB equals to PD upon LP. Now just see the first result what you need to prove. You need to prove dP upon PL. So you have here dP upon PL, but it should be equal to dC upon BL. Whereas here you have BA upon BL. Let me just rewrite it so that it comes into the form of the proof, the result which we need to prove. BA, let me write it as AB. LB, let me write it as BL. PD, let it be written as DP, and LP, let it be written as PL. Now I think it will be easy for you to compare so that you don't get confused in it. The only difference what you have here is you need DC in the result to be proved, whereas you are having AB. So you can come back to this result which we had written here, the equation 1, which says DC and AB, they are equal to each other. So AB can be replaced with DC. So hence, in place of AB, you are going to write DC upon BL is equal to DP upon PL. So this result we get it from using equation 1. So hence what we have? Hence we have dP upon PL is equal to DC upon BL. Here the first part which we need to prove, it is proved here. Now let's move to the second part. For second part, let us have the same equation 2. Let us have this equation 2, and from here we are going to carry on. So from equation 2, we have here that AB upon BL is equal to DP upon PL. Now we'll continue with this result here. Taking the reciprocal, you can rewrite it as BL upon AB. BL upon AB is equal to PL upon DP. Just we have taken the reciprocal of this. So taking the reciprocal, AB upon BL, it becomes BL upon AB, and DP upon PL becomes PL upon DP. Now adding 1 both the sides. If you add 1 to both sides, what do you get? You get it as BL upon AB plus 1 equals to PL upon DP plus 1. And taking the LCM, the further result which we have, LCM is AB, and you have here BL plus AB equals to DP is the LCM, and you will have here PL plus DP. Now BL plus AB, if you check out the figure, BL plus AB, adding these two parts, it is AL. So you can write it as AL upon AB equals to, now PL plus DP. PL plus DP, if you take it out, PL plus DP, it is equal to LD, or you may say it as DL upon DP. So this is the result which we get. But if you compare the result which we need to prove, it says DL upon DP, that you already have DL upon DP, but you also need AL upon DC, whereas here you are having AL upon AB. So again you need to use the result 1 or the equation 1, which says DC is equal to AB. Hence AL upon, now this AB will be replaced with DC, so AL upon DC is equal to DL upon DP, and this is by using equation 1. So using this we get the second result also. Hence the second part is also proved. So this is the proof of question number 7. We shall meet again in the next video and discuss more questions based on this exercise. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you all.